All right, I think I'm here. It is August 2nd, you guys. It is August 2nd. And we are here this morning. Hello, everybody. JLJ this morning live. Hello. Good morning. So it's morning for some of you guys still. It's morning for me. It's 8:35. Excuse me. I'm setting everything up. Super chats are enabled. Especially now, when I tell you what happened to me, I got to tell you what happened to me. Okay, I share with you guys everything that's going on. So I got to share with you guys what happened, and I'll share with you what I can share with you about what happened. I'll be standing up for myself, and I'll tell you why. But buymeacoffee.com/James Jr. That's there too. You want to buy me a coffee? I would love that. JLJmedia.threadless.com. There too, and patreon.com. These are all the goodies. Help me out. Good morning, Matt. My eyes are irritated, so I'm wearing my glasses, my special glasses today. My hair is irritated, so I'm wearing a hat. Yes, I'm all about America today. I don't know why. It's already in LA. It's already because we're having a humidity wave in LA, which we never have, and LA doesn't have to do with this. I feel like I'm back east. Right now, it's 8:37. It is in Inglewood, 71 degrees with 76% humidity. I have 10 fans on me right now. My hair's like a cotton ball, and it's just crazy talk. It's crazy talk. I don't even understand. I feel like I'm in somewhere else. Hi, Kathy Doyle. Hello, Sis M, my usuals, and Latanya Hunter, my usuals. So I had to quit a client. And so, I just did it this morning, and my character was questioned, and so I was not. Yeah, man, I know. I can't say anything to you because you're in it, or whatever. But for us in California, we're not set up for this. Our weather is not. Yeah, humidity. That's the thing. You guys all think it's so crazy. We're not set up for this. I live by the water where it's always 70 degrees. Like we don't have our homes. Our systems are closed where it's not set up for humidity. They're not set up for heat. We don't have that here. I used to live in Pittsburgh. I used to live in New York. I know how this feels, and that's why I don't live there. Well, some reasons why I don't live there. But no, where I live specifically in LA for certain weather, and Mother Nature said, "Fuck you." The weather's gonna be wherever the fuck I want it to be, and now we just hellfire. So I tell people all the time when he make fun of us Californians go, but that's the whole point. Everybody has different weather, and weather in California, Southern California, it's usually sunny, mild, and like in the 60s and 70s. We don't have humidity; we have dry heat. So this is a really, really weird. Yeah, you like that? I like that here. I hear, yeah. So it's just crazy. So we're not used to this, but I've been in it. I lived in it. I didn't like it. So, but my hair didn't like it either. My hair's just like, hi, I'm a cotton ball. A dark cotton ball. I bought a cactus. So I'll put that out. I'll put that outside because that'll last. Because we're also in a drought out here. So you guys, people getting monsoonal rains. We ain't getting shit out here. We're dry. We're as dry as my sex life. That's what's going on here. So I'm like yes, a shore weather for sea, Matt. That's why we're perfect for each other. Because you get what I'm saying. I live by the beach. I live by the airport. It's supposed to be cooler over here. We have marine layer in the morning, mists and shit. So I'm not into the craziness of this heat. So my house is an older house, so it's not insulated either for certain things. So when it gets cold, my house gets cold. My house. When it gets hot in my house, it gets hot in my house. But everybody has heat stuff, right, Latasha? Everybody has it. Everybody all over the world, it's heat. So I feel bad for the world. Like literally, we're in a hell in a handbasket. Like literally. So I had to stand up for myself and quit a client who was questioning my character. So you see me promoting, that's some money I'm losing. So you see me promoting my super chats and my buy me a coffees and my threadless.coms, my Patreons, the next like 2 or 3 weeks until I can make up for that client being out. you'll be hearing my mouth talking about that because I'm like, now I gotta make some more money. Every penny counts. Every little penny counts. But I feel better personally that I not all money is good money, right? That's what my grandma used to always say. My mother grandma used to always say, um, uh, things will just happen to you, things happen just, right? That's always those are two great things. And with this experience, I'm learning a lot about myself. You know, promote yourself. That's right. I got one for you, Matt. Hashtag promote yourself. I'm gonna paint this. I haven't painted it yet. But that's the thing. It's just you have to, if someone's mistreating you, you have to. I know it's hard. I know it's so hard in this economy where gas is like $7 a gallon out here in Los Angeles, and bacon is like $10. I'm telling you, I went to the store again last night and I saw cereal was like $8. Cereal, not even the good ones. Everything's expensive. So I'm just like, but I still got to stand up for myself. And there was a time like 20 years ago, 25, 30 years ago, when I stood up for myself, I had no recourse or anything. It's just there were times were a little different. But now I can do that. And so I think I just want I reason why and I can't one day I'll give details. One day I give details. We're still in the middle of it right now. I want to give details. But I just tell you when someone mistreats you, especially in a way that's unnecessary, because I always believe that communication really is key. I mean, communication is the best thing on earth. You want to know what's going on, go straight to the horse's mouth. Well, like I said, a horse mouth, but you know what I mean. You just go straight to that person, and you just tell them. You just tell them. Tell them whatever. And I say, this was so funny too. So someone who's a regular in my chat, I don't see them in my chat right now, but they're a regular in my chat, did something that annoyed the fuck out of me yesterday also. And I stood for myself there too. I posted, I tell you guys everything. So I posted a video. I do have an Aldi near me. Yes. Oh, I always trust me. I'm a discount shopper, but I'm saying it's just funny. I was at another store trying to get something else, and I saw that making it so. But even some of the cheaper places, they're going up price too out here in Los Angeles. They are. I don't know anywhere else, but in LA, you have Big Lots. The 99-cent store is not even 99 cents anymore. Dollar Tree is not even Dollar Tree anymore. It's $1.25. But it's going up, sis. It's all going up. Anyway, back to what I was going to say. I posted a post. That's like really, wow, that's some English right there. I made a post on YouTube celebrating Madonna's first album, which came out like 39 years ago. Yeah, Madonna. And I love Madonna, big Madonna fan. But I posted saying celebrating it 39 years ago today, blah, blah. So a person who's a regular chat guest in this chat room goes on and comments on it and says, sorry, I love you, don't hate me, and then proceeds to talk shit about Madonna. And then plus another point after that, don't hate me, or something like that. I'm like, don't be mad or whatever. And I read that, I'm like, you know me, Pose, I clap back. And so I clap back. I don't care if you're a regular fan or not. But I'm like, that to me was rude. And I said, I wrote, let me get this straight. You felt you had to come on my post and shit on my post. And then asked me not to get mad. ... I don't have a response. And we'll see if they come in my posts or my chats or anything today. But I'm just like, I guess for me, this is me, I don't have verbal diarrhea. Also, number two, I don't feel the need to always comment on everything, I guess. When I see people, but my thing is, when I see people post something and I'm not a fan, I just don't comment. I don't feel the need to comment. It's different if you're doing an appreciation post. Tony Moore, my buddy, my chocolate twin, loves Beyonce. I don't love her. I like some of her stuff. But if you post something about Beyonce's appreciation post, I won't go on there and go, wow, she's fucking stupid, blah, blah. I just would never do that. I don't feel the need to do that. I just wouldn't do that. That's his page, it's his post. That's what he's doing. So I feel the same way. I'm like, it's not so much even about Madonna. It's more about why do you feel you need to do that? And then say, don't get mad. Like, but you know, it's just like you can have your feelings about shit hater. I don't give a fuck. What do you want? But like, it's just. I mean, I remember somebody this morning. There's a typo in one of my videos I just put out today on James Lott Jr. My last name is Jr. I forgot the dot at the end of Jr. So the person goes, "Nice video. Next time, put a dot after Jr." Was that really necessary? I wrote back, it's my name. I'll do whatever the fuck I want. I'm like, who gives a fuck? Like, I'm like, why is that? It's just people just feel like they have to say, they have to do it. I guess I don't have that energy. I don't have that urge to always, hi Nikisha, good morning. Hated Madonna, but she was this bad. She was never coming out. She was there for you, man. But no, it's not even. These are just examples. But my whole thing about is when someone posts something that's an appreciation post for something, and you feel the need. I'm not talking about anything serious like abortion rights or things like that. I mean, that's something totally different. When someone posts something that's supposed to be whatever, oh my God, there's someone GH constantly. I blocked that. You got that. That's so funny. I know some people have OCD issues or they're on the spectrum or whatever, but you probably got some things going on. But it just wasn't necessary. Thank you, Kathy. It just wasn't necessary. I'm like, if I post something that's like inflammatory out there, it's just like, screw women or whatever, then you have right to go after me and go at me. But I'm like, I just feel like it's just you can do whatever you want. People are gonna say you can do whatever you want. I get that. I just think you have to. There are folks there. We'll say with soap stuff. There are folks who do. I love blah blah. I don't jump on those people. I never respond like, well, I hate Friends. Oh my God, I don't do that. I don't. If someone says they love Carly, let's use that example. I don't go on there. I don't answer and go, well, why do you love Carly? I never do that. It's usually statements. I will comment on statements. Or a discussion. That to me that makes sense. It's you're talking, you're debating, you're talking back and forth. I would not, but if someone's appreciating something, I just don't jump. I just don't. For the Sabrina lovers, I don't go Sabrina people and go, oh, you like Sabrina or Sin? Oh, you like Sin? I wasn't a big fan, but I didn't trash their appreciation posts. I just think there's something. I think we get a little too relaxed. Because yes, you can do whatever the fuck you want. We all know that. You can do whatever you want, say whatever you want, whatever that. We get that. But I think we get a little too relaxed and just let people do whatever the fuck they want. And I always ask the questions of what's necessary. Like, is that necessary? Thank you, Matt. Let's feel. Thank you. Yay. Thank you. I'll take that. Thank you. It gets to the big picture. Thank you. But you know what I mean? I always ask people, was that necessary for you to say that? Now, I'm not talking about funny responses or funny kind of things. If that person was like, James, you forgot the dot, what's going on? Like that to me, that because there's some really funny responses. Sometimes on Twitter does make me laugh. The other day I was like on there and everybody was being extra funny. And I was like, and I said it, just thank everybody today for being extra funny. I will take a funny meme. I will take a funny joke. If you're clever, I will completely be on your side and retweet it or whatever. I think that's, to me, there's sometimes, you know what I mean? Like they really get it. That's fine. But well, Sarah, you know how that is too, because you have a son who's on there talking about GH, so you know how interesting people can be. Because he's like me, we're in the public eye doing this thing. It's just like, I don't, it's okay to post your feelings. Obviously, you feel like you want to post them. But when someone's doing something that's appreciatory, I just always think about it for a second. Is it really necessary? Do you have to say something negative? Just do you have to? I remember I posted a picture of me and Eileen Davidson, and somebody's had to post, God, why does she have a little stomach? Like, so you had to write that. Okay, did that help anything? Does that make the world a better place? Does it? Everybody else was like, oh my gosh, she's so beautiful. Everybody's like, we love having you met Eileen Davidson, and it's one person had to write that. Now, I'm not talking trolls, because there are folks who troll on purpose and do that. That's a whole other issue. But I'm saying a lot of these folks are just regular people. Well, I guess just decide they have to say something, and I always clap back if it's something I feel it's unnecessary. I do, and I usually clap back in a way that's just kind of like I kind of you know I kind of like try to you know be clever in my comebacks, because it's just it really is. I don't know. I guess I don't have that urge to do that. But it's again going back to standing up for yourself, choosing when to stand up for yourself at your jobs. When money is involved, it's always weird, right? Because you're like, okay, I like having the money coming in for this. I mean I need the money on some level for this. But if I say something, that could go away. And it took me to my 30s, took me to my late 30s to realize that's gonna have to be okay. None of us deserve to be in any situation. None of us. You guys in the chat room, everybody watching this, listening to this, none of us deserve to be in a situation where we're treated less than at a job. Whether it's a contracted employee, contracted consultant situation, whether it's a collaboration, or literally boss employee situation. None of us do. None of us do. And times are just tough as it is, and it's all fucked up out there already. We just can't. You don't. None of you deserve that. None of you. Loving the soaps. Hi, loving the soaps. Good morning. Isn't you guys are doing good with the likes? I have 9 people, 8 people likes. Like, thank you. Isn't that the change in the world since social media came into being? People think they can say whatever it is since they don't look for it. That's true. But here's what's funny, loving the soaps. Remember back in the day, it was like an egg. You guys all remember that? It was like you couldn't see. There's no face or nothing. Nowadays, they just like they have the name, address. They don't care anymore. It's like it's me. I'm saying it to you. Now we know that people set up fake accounts and they use fake names, stuff like. But the life folks just like they really just don't care. Hi, Kirsten Marie. Good morning. Well, you're right. People they just now they got a platform. But I always think people were like this already, probably in their real life before social media. I'm thinking back to when I was in high school or early adult years, and they were probably like that already. But now they get to transfer their personality onto social media. Because I watch people on their social media habits. You can say, well, that was kind of like them before social media. You know, it's getting hotter in here already. It's already 73. Now it's like what 10 minutes ago. It's already 70. It's supposed to be 79 degrees today. You gotta be shitting me. Really? 79 degrees. Why is it gotta be that hot? So if you guys haven't seen today, I was talking about my video. Global Voice and I have a new song coming out. So I put out a video for that. That's out today. You see it everywhere. Also, I got put on YouTube. That's what you guys reminded me. The song on YouTube. Put on YouTube. Everybody knows myself. Also, what was the other thing I was going to tell you guys? So I have that out today. Something else. I'm blinking out what it is. No, thank you, everybody. Yeah, it says 13 people watching 9. So we're hiding from the heat. We're standing up for ourselves. We're taking care of our business because I think a lot of people, if you don't stand for yourself, no one else is going to. But my situation I'm going through right now, I had somebody. See, Matt, you understand. See, the thing is, I don't mind mid-70s if it's like a slow breeze. I like sun. I just don't like super heat. So, but I like a beach where you have sun and some breeze and it's nice and it's not too hot. I'll sweat a little bit, It's fine. But that's what we're doing. So anyway, so yeah, so I'm working on all kinds of stuff, you guys, all kinds of great stuff. And so I got to put my energy into that. You have to trim the fat, they say. It gives us the slide off the grease and all that stuff, and just get to the nitty gritty. And when people are just like coming at you, and so I mean, I have a thick skin, trust me. But no people come at me all the time for something. I get in trouble for something all the time. So I get used to it after a while, and just go, okay, this is fine. Thank you. Yes. Well, it turns out me and Flobito, apparently people like our songs because last month, 3 of the songs I do with him were my top 9 songs. Kirsten, your song's #1. That's kind of crazy. So I'm gearing up for Christmas. I have a Christmas song coming out soon, another one. I've already 4 out already, so another one. Where are you located, love, in the soaps? We're supposed to be over 100. Because for us out here, it's going to be it's in Palm Springs like that. That's where it's 100. So if you guys didn't hear me yesterday, I'm going to Christmas Con this weekend at the Pasadena Convention Center here in LA. It's going to be hot as F, as we all. I'm hoping inside it isn't. I hope to see my girl Jen Lilly, my good friend, who used to be on Days of Our Lives and General Hospital. That's my girl. She'll be there. A bunch of my friends will be there from Hallmark Channel and GAC and all kinds of stuff going on. So I'm very, very excited to go do this Christmas thing this weekend, see all my friends. It's part work, or whatever. If you're a Hardy, Serafini, my co-host, may come. I'm going with my sister and them. Also, Tony Moore might be there too. So Beauty Friend. Okay, so Love is here in Oklahoma. I have a brother who's in Tulsa, and he was like, "Yeah, Tulsa's like one of the gay meccas now." And I was like, "What?" He's straight. He's like, "Gay mecca. You should come to Tulsa." Then all of a sudden, I'm reading about Tulsa, Oklahoma being this gay mecca. All of a sudden, Texas. It's nice to be 104. God bless America. It's still time for a taco seat. So Matt, actually, I'm getting ready for my next Halloween costume. I might be a giant hot dog. I haven't decided yet. I want to keep the food theme going. I was gonna be a hamburger. So I don't know. I'm trying to decide. Yeah, Loving the Soaps. Loving the Soaps is in Oklahoma. Beauty for Ashes is in Texas. Yes. So you're loving things. So I'm working. I just sent out emails to my contacts at Y&R and Bold and Beautiful. So stay tuned, sis. I have on the 8th. I have Eric Braden. So Eric Braden and I will be talking on the 8th. My songs are good. So you go anywhere and find my songs. You do Spotify, Apple, Google. They're not all of them, but they're a lot of my latest songs. I have songs in Spanish and English. I have both. Christmas songs. I have 4 Christmas songs that are very popular for me. We can also go to, if you want my whole catalog, I have over 300, 400 songs. I have 9 albums. You can go to soundcloud.com. James Jr. for all the songs there. Yes, Victor Newman, Victorious Newman. He and I are friends. He requested me. We talked about his 40-something anniversary. But we're gonna do some. I have some good questions for him. So I've been working on them. So it's a week from today. Oh no, a week from tomorrow. A week from yesterday. A week from yesterday. Yeah, a week from yesterday. I'll be sitting down with him. We also have a great time. He gave me the greatest compliment. It's out there. He gave me the greatest compliment online. Said I was the best interview since Larry King. And I always hold that to be true. But I'll tell you, Eric is a very nice guy, and he's hood. he knows the hood. Like, not just like he's not fronting. He knows the hood. I love it so much. Yes, thank you. So someone asked me the other day about that. So with Kate and Cam, there are a few bonus interviews I have with them and stuff with them. It's on my Patreon. So it's patreon.com/James Jr. Any amounts you choose to choose will unlock it. And you can watch some of my bonus stuff with Kate and Cam from the Emmys, and a bonus chat about Rory Gibson. And also I have other Y&R stuff on there. So you can check out all that on my Patreon. I should put that in there. Again, Patreon. .com, yes. But it's all kinds of Y&R content on there. You can sign up and then unlock it and see it. And some people who are a part of my Patreon will tell you I post almost every day. I post something almost every single day. So yes. Oh girl, I mean literally every day I post something. I post something today too. Crystal, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm telling you, I do not. I live in LA for a reason. I know the rest of the world's crazy. I live in LA for a reason, for the weather, for a reason. That's why I'm here. So I feel anybody who's going through even more than I am, I feel for you. But I'm just like, but yeah. So system, yeah. So I have Victor. I'm working on other people. So I might try to get my girl Michelle Stafford on too. I have not talked to her about since she's played Phyllis. I mean, I talked to her personal life, but I have not talked to her since she started playing Phyllis. So we got. I need to message her and say I need to get her on. Oh, wrong side. I got to show James. So, but I am caught up. I watched all the soaps yesterday, and I'm all caught up on everything. So it's all good. But going back to saying it for yourself, I think people, whether it's a social media post, whether it's your business, whether it's your job, whether it's a relationship, whatever, you have to. It's not easy. I know it's not easy. And some people are people pleasers, and some people are givers. Some people are takers naturally. Some people are caretakers. Some people are naturally not that. There's a lot that goes on that you have to keep in mind and try to keep the big picture going when it comes. But you always should come first yourself. And if my mother gave it to me, it's a Ray Dunn. We love Ray Dunn. Now I got one, two, three. I see I have my mug shelf right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 mugs from her. They're nice and big. That's why I can drink I have a lot of coffee in here. I need to wake the fuck up. But actually, I slept really well for some reason. I slept really well last night. Anyway. What's funny is we did a live chat from her house a couple of years before, pre-COVID once. It was fun. We were in her living room. We were in a living room for one. We were in the living room, one we were in her one of her kids' bedrooms. That's fun. I have not heard that rumor about Kate and Cam. I have not heard that rumor, so I can't answer to that. I have not heard that rumor, and I have not seen anything to suggest that. But who knows? I know where Michelle lives. I've been to her house many times. I've actually organized her house, so I know when people organize her house. She's my girl. I wish I was going to New York. Well, right now with the monkeypox, maybe not. But I wish I was going to New York so I could see my cousin, Christian J. LeBlanc, in Cat and Hot Tin Roof. I'd love to support him and go and see him. He's almost, I think the run's coming up. It's almost finished. And I love New York, number one. I love going to Broadway, number two. But if you're in New York and you like Michael Baldwin from The Young and the Restless, check out Christian J. LeBlanc. He's in Cat and Hot Tin Roof. Yes, I said he's my cousin. He is. We're cousins. My father's side in Louisiana. Yeah, so both Louisianans. So, but he's really good. It's fun to see. It's fun to see your soap star, and Matt knows this obviously because he runs Spectrum Celebrity Events. It's fun seeing your soap stars outside of the element. They're just regular folks, do their thing. It's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to see them outside their element, not their character. We watch them every day, and I never went to soap events. I was there. It's funny. I was always a soap fan, but I never went to soap events. Just never did. Hi, Kevin. Well, I said here's my thing. I'm not attracted to John J. York, but he has a great body for the age he is. When they showed his shirt off, I was like, oh, okay, so he got his body. I was like, okay, but I was just like, that's nice. I like that's okay. Excuse me. He's in shape for his age. That's great. I think it's great. We're aging differently, and we're in America, we're aging differently, and people are living longer and they're working out. I don't think Mac's a bad. I don't think John J. York's a bad looking guy. I'm not attracted. That's not for me. But I think he's fine. I think he's fine. So I think he's somebody who looks pretty good. Him and Felicia look great together. Him and Christina Wagner. I have a feeling that Christina Wagner, those scenes were for her son died. They filmed 5 to 6 weeks in advance. So it was nice to see her on, but I'm having I can't confirm that, of course, but I have a feeling that was before that. I was like, because that just happened. So Brian Craig, Morgan was fine 10 years ago. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so but anyway, so yes, I know it's soap events, I know doing that stuff. Study up for yourself. I have learned pick and choose what I get to. That's true. That's what you do. I don't comment on everything. There's some things like I let them go. Someone tried to attack me the other day about Jack K. Harry and my feeling about that. And they don't even follow me. They don't follow me on Twitter. I don't follow them. They came into the conversation and started talking shit to me, and I ignored them. And they went away. I mean, I said, I'm not giving you any time. You don't even know what I'm talking about. And then 2 days later, I actually praised the Paulina Chanel scenes. And where was that person then? You're thinking I'm a piece of shit and all this thing, call me all these names and stuff. And I'm like, but then you didn't see a couple days later, because I'm not a fanatic. I'm a fan. I'm not a fanatic. I like the shows. I can see shows for what they are, each show separately. And I can say Carly's on too much, but I can also say she's a great actress. I could do both. It's one of those things. Oh, I just stabbed myself from my cactus. I just stabbed myself. Shit. Let me see I gotta see if I have a needle in there. I literally just stabbed myself. Daphne. Hi, girlfriend. Smooches to you, of course. Morning, afternoon. I'm getting caught up on. Oh my God. I'm here when the shades are on. Well, it's always cooler in the shade, Matt. As I always say. Daphne, I just have to say, when I watch I Love Mama's Boy, I have anxiety the whole hour. The whole hour I have anxiety. I have the anxiety. And I just gotta say, I know part of these things are produced, but I don't think the Robert storyline, I don't think it's produced. That family is awful. That whole family is awful. And I'm like, I mean, Christy has every right to be upset. And finally, Robert started saying up to his mother. Oh my God. I was like, that is, I feel bad for the grandkids, that one grandkid. We're all shady. I love shade. Shade's good. Fun shade's good. So anyways, that's I don't want to get super into the weeds of I Love Mama's Boy. I don't know anybody else watches it, but but the whole thing is I think that one's not produced, and that one is like, whew. And they got homeboy Matt. Oh, Matt and Shaquille are the biggest dweebs on earth. Oh my God. Ugh. Hit the like, folks. Thank you. Yeah, actually, remember, sister, you asked me that question the other day. I think you did. Yes, I'm in that group. Kevin, yeah, well, yeah, Esme's not dead. We know she's not dead. But there's a video out, the Port Charles Update. They're another podcast. I love them. She made a collage of videos of folks over the years falling over the parapet and surviving. I forgot Brad was that Oprah pushed Brad when he fell into the hay. I forgot about that. So yeah, so she's fine. Esme's not. Yeah, she's not gone. She's not gone. She's not gone. But yes, but anyway, And I'm saying like 5 different things at once. I'm like, I love Mama's Boy, Y&R, General Hospital. This is my life. This is my life is. But yes, but going back to who's home? Go back to who's I will get back up here again. I know pricklies in my hand. I'm good. Yeah, but picking and choosing. I'll go back to that. Yes. I don't clap back to everything. I just there's certain things I feel, and also just mood. Sometimes I'm like, I'm in the mood to be a little snarky today. So I'm like, and so I just get a little snarky. And sometimes I just kind of let it go. I'm like, you say what you want and have at it. And you definitely, and like I said, sometimes it's actually really funny. People will say things to me that I don't think they mean it to be funny. I think sometimes they don't mean it to be funny. And I remember one person, it was so funny. She totally said something that was actually really clever to one of my things on YouTube. And I started laughing. I go, that's really funny. And she went off on me. Well, you can laugh your black ass off. I was like, oh, now my black ass. Oh, we're going that direction all of a sudden. And I was just like, but what you wrote was whatever. That's fine. But I thought it was really funny. I thought actually it was pretty clever. But so I guess she wasn't trying for the funny effect. She was serious. She tried to take me down. I don't know. Is it that serious, you guys? Is taking me down that serious? I don't know. So I don't know. I just think so yeah, so I agree with you. I love you. I love just sometimes I let it go. Sometimes I jump in. You know me, I stir the pot on Twitter. I every once in a while ask I'll make one statement or make a question, and it goes on. And literally it'll go on for like 3 or 4 days. I was like, dang, 3 or 4 days. I'm like, really? It's just gonna keep going on. Okay. And I also want to give a shout out to my chocolate twin, Tony Warm, who's out there fighting the good fight, trying to put out good content. His show, Mutual Friends, is Thursday. The finale is Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on his channel, Lounging with Tony. And the show is so good. Matt knows. It is so good. And we just love it. So the person I was talking about earlier in the chat about my standing up for myself is Films 5555. That was the person who trashed Madonna. So I want you to know, I did talk about you earlier today about that. So I want everybody to name, because Films is in here, your favorite Madonna song. I'll start first. My favorite Madonna song is Burning Up. That's my favorite Madonna song. I love that song very much. Also, I heard, I guess Beyonce has some problems too with her album. I played it a little bit. I'm not a huge Beyonce fan. I'm learning about that. I want the Beehive coming after me. But I mean, I like some of the songs I've heard so far, but I'm still listening to it. Lizzo, I'm listening to her new album. I'm stuck in the 70s and 80s. I'm stuck. I'm playing stuff from back then. I can't help it. I love 80s music. I love 70s music. It just, I know people get mad at me, but I just think it just seems much more quality. I mean, I do like a Billie Eilish and a Katy Perry and Lady Gaga and all them. Like with Material Girl. I love Angel. That's another one I like too. You must be an angel. I can see it in your eyes. And Like a Virgin was co-written by Nile Rodgers and Chic. That's so funny to me. I just think it's so funny to me. You must be Lucky Star. I'm really Lucky Star. Lucky Star. Early Madonna was good. I love early Madonna. Early Madonna was hilarious. She was hilarious. She was back in the day. Yeah, she was like back then. That's what I'm saying. It could be. Madonna has over 40 albums already. You can pick where you want. Where you want. Well, loving the soaps. If I had the money, I would have a soap channel, 24-hour soap channel. If I had the money, I talk about it on this show all the time. If I had the money and resources, I would totally have a 24-hour soap channel. I would have new soaps, old soaps, rare soaps. I would have it all. I would try to get the rights to everything. The Carpenters, I love those. Don't get me started. I love the Carpenters. That is why all the boys in town follow you all around. Yes, La Isla Bonita. My mother, that's her name, so she always loves that song, of course. Uh, Last night I dreamt of San Pedro. Yes, Tony Moore puts out great content all the time, and I think he should be recognized. And he's doing his best. There's something out there for people to like. Oh my God, here's this, Kathy. I got to tell you a story. Well, I'll tell you all a story, but Kathy Doyle, the story's for you because it's kind of funny. Here we go about Borderline, and this is for you too. Films 5555. Of all the Madonna songs, there's one Madonna album I don't like, which is American Life. I hate that album. That's beside the point. But of all the songs that Madonna has put out that were hits, I hate that song. That song, I just don't. I know it's a classic. I know it's a top 10 hit. I don't like it. And my friends make fun of me all the time because I hate that song. I just do. I mean, it comes on, I'm like, I just, so this is for you, Kathy. I'm laughing about it because it's just kind of funny. Who cares if I like the song or don't like the song? But I just think it's funny. That's the one song I don't like. Isn't that hilarious? And you said that. So everybody's laughing at me. My friends only make fun of me all the time. You love Madonna, but you don't like Borderline, one of her biggest hits. Like, I don't. My friend Nick, my ex-friend Nick, this is a related story, hates Hung Up. Now, you know Hung Up is a mash between Madonna and ABBA. It's Gimme, Gimme, Gimme a Man After Midnight from ABBA. And he loves ABBA. He loves Madonna. He hates that song. He hates that song. So it's funny what your ears can like and not. It's funny what your ears and stuff can like. And I think that's to me, it's so funny. But Borderline, literally, so, but Kathy, I like you like the song, but just, I think it's funny you brought it's always a funny story to me because my friends make fun of me. They make fun of me. It's like, Jace, that's one of her big hits that she's known for. And especially early Madonna, I liked all her stuff. I liked Angel, Material Girl, Crazy for You, Gambler, Lucky Star, Everybody, Physical Attraction. And we're going for those albums. I loved all that stuff, but I did like Borderline. I just think so. I just chuckle for that one. So, anyways, that's for you, Kathy Doyle. You got a special story. Everybody gets to hear it. We got a special story. And yes, but in the mean big thing, I am stuck in the 80s, 70s, and 80s, some 90s. Like I said, newer artists. I do like a Billie Eilish. I do like a Lizzo. There's a few that come through that I'm like, they're making interesting music. But for me, I'm a straight up lyrics and music kind of guy. Just give it to me. 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 Give me that stuff. That sweet, funky stuff. Funny. So yes. Oh, you like jazz? Okay, go on, jazz. All right. I'm not a huge jazzer, but I do like some jazz song albums and stuff. I've heard some jazz, I like some. Max likes Lizzo. That's so funny. Oh my God, he loves Lizzo. Oh my God. Why am I, for some reason, I'm not surprised. I don't know why it doesn't surprise me. I'm like, she's fun. Lizzo is fun. I remember Lizzo is a lot of fun. Lizzo's talented. Lizzo plays the flute and shit. She works it out. She be working it out. Lizzo plays the flute and works it out. She does. She's good. She's fun. Cherry St. John is joining YNR. I have not heard that. Is that true? Tavi. Hello, Tavi. I don't know who you are, but hello. Okay, Trevor. So I'm going to look this up right now. Trevor St. John. Let's see what's going on with him. He is. He is joining a role in it's a mystery role. Okay, just got 20 minutes ago. Wow. Tavi, you're like on top. You're on top of it. You are on top of it. He's so wild. That's why I love Max. You are Max be wild. That's right. Wow. So Broken on Here First from Tavi. I can't say I pronounce your last name. Yeah, he just came out 20 minutes ago. Wow, okay. Let's see what he plays, I guess. Is he part of Diane's past, the in-between time? You know what happened to her? Could be good. Well, yeah, I'm we'll see. I like Paul Abdul. Straight up now, tell me if you really want to love me forever. Yeah, I actually, it's funny with Paula. I remember she got all this flack about her voice, whatever. A lot of them have strong voices. I don't care about that. They were dance music. But it was her third album I really liked. I really like it was called My Love Is For Real, Crazy Cool. Her third, it didn't do that big, but I liked her third album. I thought it should have more attention. She had something like Groove On, it's a dance song. I actually really liked that. Mariah, well, that's that's La Diva. We belong together. No, I can't forget this evening and the place that you were leaving. We love Mariah. I play Mariah Carey all the time. Me and my friend Marissa always talk about that all the time. Paula had presence. She was one of the biggest stars in the world at the time. She was one of the biggest stars in the world, and her songs were decent pop songs. They were. I mean, I'm not a big fan of that one song she did with the MC Scat Cat or whatever. I was like, okay. Brad, I love Brad. Barry Manilow, of course. Jim Croce, Anne Murray. I was listening to some last night. I was listening to some what's her name? Oh, she had a song Angie Baby. Helen Reddy. That came on my playlist. Sometimes I'll have my Spotify. I'll play something, depending on who it is. It just automatically will just pop up songs that playlist. And it was Helen Reddy. It was Carole King. That's my girl. Carole King is queen to me. I love some Carole. She's a songwriter too, so I love that. Carole King. There was some Cat Stevens. I'm all in there. Yeah, so that's kind of But Mariah's good. Mariah's bomb. Mariah, you say what you want about Mariah. She got the voice. I mean, that's what I saw Mariah in concert, so I did. I am woman, hear me roar, and too much to ignore. Yeah, that's her. That's homegirl. That's right. I think she also did Puff the Magic Dragon, I think, too, for the kids movie back when I was a kid. I think she did that one, too. But Carole King was my girl. Linda Ronstadt was my girl. Oh, my God. I love me some Linda Ronstadt. Don't even start it. Stevie Nicks. That was my girl. Joni Mitchell. Grace Slick. Love me some Jefferson Airplane and Jefferson Starship. The Starship stuff was a little hokey. Nothing's gonna stop us now. We built this city. I mean, the stuff. I mean, it was huge. It was huge. It was catchy. But give me some. I want somebody to love. So give me that stuff. I love that stuff. But we built this city, Sarah. Storms brewing in your eyes. I mean, that stuff's. I know that obviously I know all the songs, but I'm like a little hokey back when I got to the 80s. But give me some 70s stuff. That we built that song was so big. We built this city on rock. I'm like, okay, sure. We built the city on rock and roll. I'm not sure if they built the city on rock and roll, but James sings this. I know. I'm always singing. My voice isn't in right now yet because I think I'm having allergy action. That's why. There are a lot of Sarah songs. Sarah Smile by Hall & Oates. Sarah, you love Sarah. See, I'm not asking anybody to like it. Like, it's all Sarah. I love Sarah. Oh my God. You guys are like, James, we love that song. Leave it alone. Love that song. Sarah. Yeah, Sarah. Yeah, I guess we know the song. I mean, yeah. It's just a little much for me. But yes, I like to some earlier stuff. Well, my mother was a hippie, so I grew up with hippie stuff. She was a Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, and Donovan, and Bob Dylan. She was that fan of all, and Led Zeppelin, all them. I grew up with all them. So I just, Beatles, later Beatles, all that. So I grew up with all that stuff. So I kind of really got into the mannequins. Yes, the mannequin song. Yes. Oh my God. With Hollywood. Trust me, being a black man of that time, I got that comparison all the time. And I don't even act like that. Yeah, Elton, Billy Joel. Chicago's my favorite Speed for Ashes. Chicago, 25 or 64. But I just learned what that means. You guys should look it up. It's a very interesting what 25 or 64 actually means. I never knew what it meant my whole life. I learned it like last year. But Chicago, Peter Cetera. Peter Cetera was the bomb. The bomb. I was a Heart fan. Give me some Crazy on You, Barracuda. And even though 80s Heart was a little too much too, but These Dreams, I loved it. I love These Dreams. Alone, all I wanna do is make love to you. They're a little much. They're a little much, but I liked them. I don't care. I liked them. The Romantics, Talking in Your Sleep. When you're talking in your, I remember Romantics. They had a couple of hits. So I mean, it's yes. I just laugh because I didn't look at the meaning. Well, because I never knew I just thought it was just a weird. It's a very interesting title, 25 or 624. It's actually a clock reference. It's actually a time reference. Think from Britain or something. It's a time reference. How they actually say it. I think it's like 20 to, you don't say 20 to 6 or 20, they say it 25. There's some weird way they say it. So I actually looked at the meaning for it, and it was very interesting. So folks like to say, look up the meaning of it, and you like, I think it's very interesting. Your first concert was Chicago. How funny. Was it 70 Chicago or 80 Chicago? Will you still love me for the rest of my life? Ask me to say I'm sorry. All those songs. And then Peter Cetera's like, bye bitches. I'm going solo. The next time I fall in love. With Amy Grant. The Gloria Love from Karate Kid. He went on, he was like, I'm going solo. The Power of Love. He moved it out. He was like, bye. Bye-bye. That's like, there you go. It was a lot of fun, but we like Chicago. All those horns. My first concert was Earth, Wind, and Fire. Back in, so there's Earth and Fire, September. And they were good. So I've seen the Spinners. I've seen the Stylistics. Before the pandemic, there was a bunch of I call it the oldies tour. I was going to all these people. I'm like, I want to see them before they all go. I was going to everything because you just never know. People are dying off. I was like, I'm gonna go see everybody. They come to, and then some of them they have smaller venues, but you know what? It's still good. You know all the songs, all the hits. It's a good time. Has anybody ever watched the Young Music Reactors and they don't know old school artists? I've seen all those. I've seen the video. I've not watched them, but I've seen the videos. And I've been curious. I just haven't. There was one for the Spice Girls. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what anybody says. I love the Spice Girls. The Spinners are the bomb. It's our fork in the road. There's nowhere to go. Oh no. Yeah, they have all those songs. I'll be around. It's a shame you mess around with my heart. It's a shame. They were good too. They were really good. He said from Pretty Woman. Yeah, that's the 80s. What do you think? But no, we're stuck back there. So look, we're all stuck back there somehow. A lot of REO Speedwagon. There's so many amazing Journey. There's so many, but I love the Spice Girls. That was my group. I don't care what anybody says. Colors of the world, spice up your life. Every boy and every girl. I don't care. To me, Wannabe sounds like nothing else in the 90s. It still stands out. There's no song that sounds like Wannabe by Spice Girls. Give me a song that sounds like Wannabe. There's no song that sounds like that. It totally stands out. But yeah, so yeah, back to you, Beauty for Ashes. Could it be I'm falling in love with you, baby? Could it be I'm falling in love? My voice is not in. Wish my voice was. I'm having allergy issues. Could it be I'm falling in love with you? You know. Hi, Eyes Only. Back. Hi, Eyes Only. Well, Steve Perry has one of the best rock voices, I say, in rock. It's one of the best ones in rock. His solo stuff, his stuff with Journey, he has one of the best, right? Him, Homeboy from Styx. I got you, babe. And when you worry and you not enough. One of the best voices. The guys from Air Supply, I'm all out of love. I'm so lost without you. There's some really good vocals, some good male vocals. Robert Plant from even solo stuff, everything. I mean, and the OJs, of course. The OJs literally are just legend. So many songs. Love Train, Backstabbers, you know, I love music, sweet music, and all that. Teddy Pendergrass, Harold Melvin, Blue Notes, all that Philadelphia stuff. See, now you get into my whole disco years, my strings, my Barry White, my voice idol. Barry White, of course. I mean, the man, the myth, the legend. He was big, fat, black, and greasy. But when he opened his mouth, them songs were the bomb. I'm sure many people of my generation were conceived during a Barry White song. Would not be surprised. Would not. You know what's funny, David Hall? I just ran across, this is so weird. I was on Spotify going through some songs, and a Robbie Neville song came up that wasn't C'est La Vie. There's some other song. That was decent. It was just the other day, David. Just the other day. It came up, so it's kind of weird. Your own private concerts. I know, it's fun. It's fun. Music's for everybody. Oh, A. Levert. Oh, yes. But we're going to my disco years. You know, so what happened to Robbie Neville? Who knows? Oh yeah, Barry White could sing he could totally sing a dictionary and be like, okay, whatever you say. Whatever you say. He just had the he was. Barry White was big, fat, and greasy and black, and he had that perm, and he had a towel. He was sweating all the time. Oh, I have a towel right here. He was sweating all the time. But them songs, Can't Get Enough of Your Love, Babe. You're my first, my last, my everything. Oh my God, give me a break. The best. Marvin Gaye, one of my favorites. Marvin Gaye and Tammy Terrell, my favorite duos of all time. And I'm telling you that What's Going On album, unfortunately, the What's Going On album still is relevant today, 40 years later. That's how sad and wonderful that is. What's Going On, Mercy, Mercy Me, The Ecology, I Want You the right way. I want you, and I want you to want me too. Want you to want me, baby. And Madonna did a cover of that, actually, which I love. Speaking of Madonna and Massive Attack, they cover that. I'm trying to get up here. Well, the Bee Gees, one of my top 5 groups of all time. Just hands down. I don't even know where to begin with the Bee Gees. I don't know where to begin. There's so much that I love of them. I can't even get there. I can't even do it. Oh, so you're an Aaron Hall fan, okay. The Fugees, okay. We talked about Lionel Richie, Steve Wonder yesterday. Where is the love that said was mine, all mine, till the end of time? Was it just a lie? Where is the love? Yes, they were the bomb too. Another great duo. But I just love that Tammy Terrell, Marvin Gaye, just kind of their voices matched, and then she died. That's what's so sad. It's like she died. We talked Stevie Wonder yesterday. Actually, we did a whole thing with Stevie Wonder yesterday. So I will let you can watch yesterday's show for that. People Bryson, yeah, another one. He my heart again. This time, and James Ingram, Patty Austin, all those songs. What's going on? It's a phenomenal song, phenomenal album. Changed the game for Black men talking about on Motown, talking about serious issues. And literally it does stand up today. That album just stands up today. You should be dancing. Yeah. That whole sequence inside. I wanted to be in Saturday Fever so bad. I wanted to be the dancer so bad. Trust me, growing up. But all their songs, How Deep Is Your Love? But exactly know where to go. How Deep Is Your Love? Children of Spirits of the World, Spirits Have Flown, Children of the World, Tragedy. I mean, I just, they had so many hits. More Than a Woman. I mean, just Night Fever. I mean, there's just so much. Jive Talking, that bass line and Jive Talking at the beginning of it's the bomb. Yes, Teddy Pendergrass and Left and Stephanie Mills. Well, I mean, if you're gonna do duos, everybody, one of the best duo songs of all time, and you guys can fight me on it. I don't care. You can fight me on it. Is Rick James and Tina Marie, Fire and Desire. Sorry, to me, it's one of the best duet songs of all time. Must be one of the best. One of the best. One of the best. Ray Parker Jr., Elton and the LTD, Anita Baker. I mean, all these artists that just, Melba Moore, Melissa Morgan, Howard Johnson. That's a good. Wow, you're going, okay, David Hall, Howard Johnson. That's another one. Colonel Abrams. And one of my favorites I saw in concert, Suddenly Life Has New Meaning, Jimmy, with beauty up above. I love me some Billy Ocean. Get out of my dreams. Get into my car. When the going get tough. He had like the longest song titles. I think he actually has he's the artist with the most longest song titles in the top 2 or something like that. That's like that. So yes, him. Oh, and of course, The Boy Is Mine, The Boy Is Mine, The Boy Is Mine, The Boy Is Mine. The eternal question, Brandy or Monica in that song. I was always a Monica person. I'm sorry that you seem to be confused. He belongs to me. Karen White was on the other day at Amazon Fresh. I was at Amazon Fresh, and the way I feel about you, and her other song was on. So yes, I love me some Karen White. Billy was cute. He was from Trinidad and Tobago. You know that. I saw him later, and he was really good. He was great live. Eyes Goes Monica. That's right. Eyes Goes Monica. Karen White was cute. Phyllis Hyman. Oh, Crystal. Talk about, she took her own life. It's gone too soon. Just gone too soon. Her voice was amazing. I have several of her albums. Were amazing. You Know How to Love Me. She did jazz. She did disco. She did R&B. Brooks and Dunn were a great duo. They were around for a long time, though. They were around for a long time. Didn't they start in the 90s, early 90s? I was a huge Garth Brooks fan. Of course, I was a big, huge Shania Twain fan. Regina Belle, I loved her song So Many Tears. That was my song. Patty Austin's my girl, too. I was a huge Patty Austin fan. The heat of heat. The heat is so hot. Nobody takes control. I was a huge Patty Austin fan. In the room until you walked in. Too positive to ignore. So sensual. Curiosity. That song is the bomb. Now I gotta play that. I gotta find that song. The Heat of Heat. Patty Austin. I haven't played that song in a long time. She guys got me thinking about that. Yeah, Phil's got time. Well, Luther. Tracy. Luther. I mean, from writing jingles with and singing background for Barry Manilow in the 70s and everybody to Never Too Much, Never Too Much, Never Too Much, to If Only for What, to Dance with My Father. I mean, Luther Vandross is the standard in R&B male singer-songwriters. It was Barry White, Luther Vandross. Just like that's everybody else stems from that, to me, in my opinion. Then came you with the Spinners. Then came you who I never knew love before. Then came you. And then came you. Cool and the Gang, of course, but like Cool and the Gang. Sonny and Cher. I'm a huge Blondie Deborah Harry fan. Don't get me started. The gas. Soon found out, had a heart of glass. I'm like, she was a bomb. Call me. Call me anytime. Call me. And of course, they had the only first rap song with #1, Rapture. Leopardess, I love that song with Luther and Gregory Hines. It's nothing better than love. We're thinking of. That song is very underrated. Very underrated song. Leopardess. I actually love that song. Well, Diana Ross again. Diana Ross is a standard, which others flow from. So she just, Here and Now is a great song too. David Bowie, of course. I was a huge David Bowie fan. My mother was a huge David Bowie fan. I'm a huge David Bowie fan. We love David influenced everyone from Madonna to Lady Gaga to everybody. He influenced everybody. It's just his gender bending, space alien, genre bending stuff he did all his whole career. Jackson Swing was a good one. Eyes Only. I'm not saying Eyes Only. I love Mariah Carey. I love Luther Vandross. I don't care for their version of Endless Love. So I just don't. I like the original. I was upset too, Susan. Susan, I was more upset than I thought it would be, actually. It was kind of weird. When he died and when Tom Petty died, I hadn't realized how many of their songs I really liked. Like, I knew I liked them, but like it hit me because when Prince died, I was devastated for like a week and a half. I didn't get out of bed. I was devastated. When Prince died, that was when Prince died, when Kurt Cobain killed himself, and there's a few artists, when they died, I was just like devastated. And when David Bowie passed, I was like, wow. And he was always for Black rights. Him and Ema were married all those years and you never heard any problems. I just think I'm a Lionel and Diana Ross version of Endless Love. Like, that's just my favorite. Tina, of course, legend from All Things Flow, Queen of Rock. Isley Brothers. Oh, we love it. In Between the Sheets. And I'd like to get. We love them. One of my cousins is related to them, actually, and so she's always on tour with them, with Ron Isley and them. So, yes, they're another great band. So another great one. The Bodyguard soundtrack is really good, right? Just one look at you, bam, 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 and the world is all right with me. Dan, 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 dan. Just one look at you. Mm-mm-mm. And of course, I'm friends with Claude McKnight from Take Six. His famous brother Brian, one is like a dream come true. That song is cheesy, but it's really good. It's really good. It's really good. It's cheesy, it's good. It hits. Oh, tell him my love will never die. That song is good too. It's like Selena and Barbara are like, I'm the old guard, you're the newer one, and we're gonna do the thing. Gap Band, I knew the Gap Band. I actually knew them. They were great. Maze, of course, Frankie Beverly and Maze. Waiting to Exhale soundtrack. That's one soundtrack I don't play anymore. And it was when it came out, I played it to death because it was huge. But Bodyguard soundtrack I play more of still. I do. I still play it. Ziggy Stardust. It is. You're right. One of the best songs. They say one of the best ones. Loving With You. Also, David Hall. She has a song called La Fleur, which I love too, where she hits that high register at the end. Oh my god. Oh, it's crazy. That high. She hits that fifth octave at the end of the song and just holds it. And it's like, come on, people. Something I believe in God, so I have no problem saying I believe in God, and I just think that there's some things that are God given. To me, there's no explanation. It's just like, to me, that's the explanation. I played some other twins and Whispers. That's so funny, Leverett. So wow, are both twins still around? I can't remember. I love the Whispers. Yeah, prog rock. I love, I love me some prog rock in the 70s, of course. The Clark sisters, really, I love the Clark sisters. Ray Goodman and Brown, another great one too. So you guys named all these great people. These are all great people that I love. You know, it's great. So I gotta pick a great uh thumbnail for this because you guys watch some good music. I would pick a music thumbnail. Yeah. Come back to you guys. My channel. There we go. Let's see. Oh well, we know her daughter is. It's Maya Rudolph. Rudolph. Roxy Music, Talking Heads, Genesis, Peter Gabriel. The Tubes are funny because she's a beauty, one in a million girl, one in a million girl. And they were also in Xanadu. Xanadu. Because now you bring up ELO, Turn to Stone, and a turn to stone, you turn to stone. Now you bring up ELO, you're bringing up Olivia Newton-John. Oh my God. Phil Collins, of course, Easy Hill. They're like, the twins are still, okay, they said, they're like, they're not close. Well, that's fine. Third cousins are close. Third cousins are close enough. I grew up with third cousins. I know third cousins. I know them. I do. Toto, of course. Because it never rains in Africa. Away from you. Easy Lover's a great song. That is a great duet too. Lebanese. It's a great duet. Phil Collins is also another one of those national treasures that I think is loaded. And Sting. Sting's a national treasure. The Police and him solo. Annie Lennox. Your Rhythmics and her solo. There's people, there's people who they're just built for this. Built for this. So yes, I love it. You guys have been on for over an hour. I'm going to now get off and have my day. I have work to do, and I really got work to do. But you guys made this so much fun. I guess that I had a really rough decision to make today, which I made. I'm very happy for. Always stand up for yourself. Always stand up for yourself. And then I guess the other lesson is there's great music out there. There's great music out there. I play certain music to make you feel better, make you feel good, and warm me. So I suggest that to everybody. Do that, whoever it is you want to play. And everyone, I love you guys. Have a good day. If you're hot, please try to stay hydrated. Drink lots of water. Please. Nobody passing out.